Hi, I'm Susan. For my first project, I'm going to make a wreath using this wire form I got from Dollar Tree. And I'm going to use these chenille stems I got from Dollar Tree as well. I'm going to put 3 chenille stems in each section. There are 6 sections. I'm going to put one over the 2 wires of the wreath closest to the center and 2 chenille stems on the outside wires of the wreath. It will be a total of 18. And I'm having lots of help today. I got this mesh thrifting, and it was only $1 a roll. Now, some rolls were larger than the others, but I took what I could get, and I was very happy to get it. And I've learned to make my wreath this way from Nadia of DIYs with Nadia. And although mine aren't as good as hers, it's the first wire wreath I've done with using this large mesh. And so I attached it with one of the chenille stems. I'm doing this in the center. Then I added a zip tie to the first one to make sure it was secure. I measured my mesh out to 10 inches and I just kind of poofed it a little bit, and then I'll go to the next chenille stem and add it on, and I'll go around the bottom. This pretty plaid mesh, I had enough to just about make one round at the bottom, but I'm going to use that red you see at the right corner and to do the outside. Now, I ran out of my mesh on this one, and so after attaching it, I also attached it with another zip tie and just cut off the excess and pushed it towards the back. And then I'll pick up that red and carry on doing the outside rim of that under very close supervision. And once again, I started and ended with my red using a zip tie as well. I cut off the excess mesh at the end and tucked the end underneath the wreath. And then I just started fluffing. I started poofing and fluffing and just making it full. Now I'm taking 2 different ribbons and I'm cutting 18 12-inch strips. And I find that wrapping it around this ruler helps make it easy to do it, and then all I have to do is cut it. I learned this tip from Nadia as well. Now, as my supervisor gets comfortable, I dovetail my strips of ribbon and I just fold them in half, then fold them in half lengthwise and cut from the center to the corner. Now my supervisor was having a little chat with me. Now I take one strip of each ribbon. And on a side note, when I folded them in half, I folded them wrong side out so that they would open correctly. I crossed the ribbons, scrunched them up, and then attached them using the chenille wire that was already there. I alternated which ribbon would go on top throughout the wreath. Now I'm going to embellish my wreath just a little bit more with some thrifted snowflakes I got from the Salvation Army. They all had strings, so I just twisted the string with a chenille stem so that they would hang down a little. And here's how it turned out. I'm very proud of it. This is the first big poofy wreath I've made, and I think it's very festive. I hope you like it as well. I am so proud to be a part of this Christmas in July Around the World Hop. It is hosted by Yanni and Diane of Deco Easy. Yanni and Diane are a mother-in-law and daughter-in-law that loves to craft and loves beautiful decor. They are from the Netherlands and are as sweet, kind, and great encouragers. You will find Christmas DIYs from all around the world. And I myself am from Mississippi in the United States. In my description box, I will list the next person in the hop. When you finish my video, click on their links and it will take you to their video. They will have the link to the next person until you circle back. I will also have Deco Easy's link in my description box. Have fun! This DIY is very easy. And all you do is you get a cone. And I couldn't get 2 cones. They didn't have but one at Walmart. But they had one that was like a tube. So I tried to whittle it down some. And I just took some green burlap ribbon that I got from Dollar Tree, and I just wrapped it around, spiraling down until I come to the end, and then I just hot glue it along the way and hot glue it at the end. And my supervisor let me know right quick that that looked nothing like a cone. Cut off the end, and I just kind of folded it under so it would look a little neater. And lo and behold, my supervisor was right. It wasn't much of a cone, so I had to whittle a little bit more. My little ladybug vacuum came in very handy. Now I just spiral this down in the same way that I did the first one. Since my phone was a little bit wonky, I did have to hot glue it just in a few spots to kind of make it more tree-like. And here's how my trees turned out. I think they're adorable. I love them so much. And they were so easy to make. Now for my little gnome that I'm fixing to make, I cut off some part of the leg of my husband's old blue jeans that were wore out. I like that frayed look at the bottom. And I had this sugar-free barbecue sauce bottle, and I took the label off and I could not get the sticky, and it actually helped me this time. Now I'm taking one of my old flannel shirts and I'm cutting off a section of that to be my gnome's shirt. I measure my shirt and then I just glue a hem down the whole side. I wrap it around my jar and I hot glue it down, and then I just bunch it up and put a rubber band around the top and then cut off the excess. Now I take this Christmas sock of mine, one of them had a hole in it, and I try to arrange it. The problem is the snowman's are right side up on one side and down on the other. I couldn't really fix it, but I think it still turned out cute. I tied on a jingle bell and I hot glued a pom-pom. I thought my camera was on, but it wasn't. Now I'm taking this pretty yarn that I got at Dollar Tree and I'm going to wrap it around that book you see over there about 60 times to give him his beard. Once I finish wrapping, I take it off of the book and then I tie it with another piece of string. And then I just clip it so that the beard hangs down. I hot glue the beard onto my gnome and then I add his nose as well. I just used a wooden bead. I give his beard a little trim, and then I decide to give him some arms. I just took a strip, about the right size I figured for his arms, and just made didn't need it very big, and I just cut it down, made a rectangle, and I added in some batting from an old pillow, and I just put a little bit of the stuffing up and down the sleeve, and then I just rolled it up and hot glued it on one end, closed it off, and then I hot glued the other end to the shirt. I did the same thing with the other arm, and then I just kind of glued the hands part together because I wasn't using anything for hands, and I'm going to give him some stuff to hold. And I give him another trim as well. Isn't he adorable? I love this yarn, using it for his beard. It looks so Christmassy, and I think he's so cute. I made some gnomes once before I ever had a YouTube channel, but this one is my favorite. I love him. this is another simple one. I made this wheelbarrow a while back, and I'll leave the link to that in my description box. But I decided to take out all the spring flowers I had in there, and I'm decorating it for Christmas. And I added in some balls, and I added in some poinsettias that I had from Dollar Tree from last year, and some of the berries and picks and stuff that I have. And I don't know, I just love arranging flowers. It just satisfies me in some way. So I just kept adding until I was really happy with what I saw. Now I wanted to figure out a way to decorate the front. So I took some of these bows. I think they came from Dollar Tree last year. And I just pulled them off, and I just made sure they were tight. I twisted them tight and then just clipped off the excess because they were too long, the wire part. And I just hung them on the side of my wheelbarrow. I hot glued them. I just thought they were so cute to do that. Probably should have put one on the end there. And I had this little chalkboard, that tag thing that I got from Dollar General, and I just hot glued a little poinsettia embellishment on the corner and just wrote Merry Christmas. And it had a clip, so I just clipped it on one of the flowers, and I just think it turned out so cute. It was so easy, and I was using something I already had. And here it is. Isn't it pretty? And if that doesn't say Christmas, I don't know what does. And here they all are. If this doesn't get you ready for Christmas, I don't know what would. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you hadn't. Ring that bell so you can be notified when I upload new videos. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think about my Christmas stuff. Don't forget to click on the next person in the hop. And thank you, Yanni and Diane. Until next time, bye y'all.